Hello, my lovely Taurians. Happy birthday to all the lovely Taurians that have already had a birthday or have a birthday yet to come. So happy birthday. This is the start of your birth year, which to me is always everyone's personal new year, uh, from birthday to birthday. And it's about a time of reflecting and thinking about what it is you're wanting to unfold in that year, keeping it positive, keeping it optimistic, and really manifesting and bringing in what it is you're wanting and what you're seeking. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Taurians. It's a reading for Taurus sun, rising, and moon sign. It's also listen to your rising and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. If you would like to have a personal reading specific to you, then follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. There's a list of reading types for different situations. You can choose which one best suits you and book from my website. So let's have a look at what's in store for you. I'd also like to thank all my lovely subscribers for their support. It's great. It's absolutely great that I have so many people supporting my channel. So let's have a look at what's in store for you, shall we, my lovely Taurians? First card I get for you is the Strength card. And actually, before I start, my guides are coming in here, and what I'm feeling for you is the message that I'm getting for you is you need to give yourself a voice. You need to give yourself the right to speak your truth, to speak out about what you want and where you're headed and what your needs are, rather than taking a back seat. It's time for you to step up, my lovely Taurians, and speak your truth. Even if people don't want to hear it. If they don't want to hear it, it doesn't suit them to hear your truth, that doesn't matter. You need to honor the self, particularly this month, and stand up and speak your truth. What is it that you're wanting? What is it that's going to suit you? What is it that you're wanting to achieve? Don't be living under somebody else's desires for what is in their life. So that is the message for you, my lovely Taurians. Take that on board, process it, think about it. But my throat chakra is really going a little bit crazy here, which is an indication to me that there's something that needs to come to the surface, something that needs to be spoken about for you. You need to stand up for yourself. Nobody else is going to do it. You have your own best interests at heart and you know what your needs are. So don't be shy about coming forward, about speaking that, and people can react to that any way that they wish to react to that. You have no control over that. The only control you have is with the self, with you, and honouring yourself. So there's your message, my lovely Taurians, for your birthday, the start of your birthday year. So the first card I get for you is Strength. So funnily enough, the first card I get is Strength for you. And the Strength card is really about having the courage to stand up for yourself, having the courage to fulfill your desires, having the courage to pursue your journey, having the courage to fulfill your life's purpose. What brings you joy, my lovely Taurians? What direction do you want to take? I feel like you are going to be at this crossroads in May. There's going to be a real reevaluation of what's going on around you, what is unfolding for you. Is it to your satisfaction? Is it taking you in the direction that you're wanting to go? This card of Strength is an indication to me that it's not about taking the easy road, my lovely Taurians. It's not about taking the easy road. It's about taking the road that is right for you. So don't take the soft option, because in the long run, you're not going to be happy about it. You're not going to be satisfied. It's really about, here's an opportunity to stand up and be counted. Stand up and look at what you're wanting. What's your plan? What's your life's plan? What would you like to have unfold for you? What brings you joy? What makes you happy? Have the courage, the strength to do that for yourself. and it's there for you. The energies are going to come in, and I feel like the energies are going to come in for you. They're really going to rattle your cage. You're going to really feel like this isn't good enough. You're going to reach a point where this isn't good enough. Something has to change. Something has to give. That's where you're reaching. That's where you're going. That's what you're going to feel this month, if you're not already feeling it. It's just really going to make you feel unsettled if you're not where you want to be. Some of you will be there, some of you are there, but some of you are not. And so this shake up, this unsettling feeling is going to vary. For some of you, it's going to be really intense and very difficult to ignore. For others, it'll be more subtle because you don't need as big a push. So it's going to be different for all of you, but that's the energy that's coming in for you. Okay, that's the energy that's coming in for you. What is crossing you there? Funnily enough here, you've got the Eight of Cups. Let me just have a look here. My throat chakra is really going a little crazy, so you really need to honour yourself, my lovely Taurians. The Eight of Cups. This is going to cause you to, there's situations that you're needing to leave behind, and you're ready to do that. In your review, in your reevaluation of what's going on, you're ready to turn your back on situations that are no longer suiting you. For some of you, it is a relationship. For some of you, it's a job. For some of you, it's what's going on in your life, the people you have around you. You're ready to reassess that and move on from people that are toxic, people that aren't beneficial to you, that aren't allowing you to be true to yourself. For some of you, it's about turning your back on cycles that keep repeating themselves in your life, situations, behaviors, reactions. I'm hearing addictions. Is it smoking? Is it drinking? There's all sorts of different addictions, addictive behavior. It's chocolate. Is that your addiction? There's a review of that, and you're ready to leave that behind. You're ready to turn over a new leaf. You're ready to start your life afresh in this new birthday year for you. So you're ready to turn your back on things that are no longer suiting you, things that you've looked at and think, well, this isn't good enough, where it's not going to take me where I'm wanting to go. So in that strength, in feeling that unsettling sort of, I need to move, I need to change something, it's because you are ready to leave the past behind, to leave old patterns, old behaviors, old cycles, toxic people, a relationship that's not working for you, whatever it is for you, you're ready to leave that behind, which is really good. In your subconscious, it's because you've got the Palace of Swords. This is the only deck that's got these Palace cards, and I really like them. It's about you being in a place of new learning. So you're learning. There's new learning. For some of you, it's new learning about the self, I'm hearing. New learning about the self. New learning about what you stand for, what you're wanting, what you want to achieve, what direction you want to move in. So there's that new learning there for you. For some of you, it's if you're changing your line of work, there might be retraining, following, shadowing someone to learn new skills, an expansion on the skills that you already have. For some of you, it's this need to write, to maybe journal your thoughts, to express your thoughts. So there's a lot of, the Swords is an air sign. An air sign is about the mental workings, the thinking, the learning, the study, and that's, you're going to have this urge in you to do this, to improve yourself, to do a lot of thinking, to reassess, to learn new ways of dealing with situations. So that's also underlying all of that. It's also underlining all of that. And why is this happening? Why is this happening to you, my lovely Taurians? Because it's the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is okay. There's going to be memories of past situations, past relationships with family, with friends, with a significant other, with work colleagues, all sorts of things. There's all sorts of memories that are going to be rising up you're revisiting. You're going to get an opportunity to revisit it. It doesn't mean these people are going to physically manifest in your life, but there could be triggers that come along that cause you to think of a particular situation or think of a particular person and review it, reassess it. And this is the reassessing and deciding what you're going to leave behind, what you're not taking into the new year with you. What are you going to process? These stirrings are going to happen, and I'm feeling like I feel like for you, my Taurians, it's going to start from the very beginning of May, and it's going to really you're going to hit the ground running in May, and this stirring is just going to happen. This is karmic. It's meant to be. These are the energies that are around you. You can choose to ignore them, or you can choose to utilize them to the maximum. Really utilize the energy that's around you. You're only going to get as much from an energy as you are willing to put in. So if you're feeling this energy, then work with it, go with it. If you're going to resist it, then the impact's not going to be as strong. So it's really, that's our personal responsibility. That is our free will of choice as to what we're going to be doing. But you're going to really feel this tidal wave coming from the past. To review, a situation might arise and you might be quick to react in the way you've always reacted. That's gotten you into trouble. That's gotten you into hot water. That hasn't been the best way to react to a situation. And a similar situation might happen again, and you have an opportunity to stop, to reflect, and decide how it is you're going to handle this similar situation to get a better outcome for you and for everybody else. So this is this real sort of evaluation, this reassessing of what's been going on in the past for you. April has really been a time of being, for some of you, it's being mindful of your spend. Have you been counting your pennies? You've been mindful of what you've got and really keep holding on to it because you've got a bigger plan in the future. You're saving for something. You're saving for something that's going to be quite significant. For others of you, it's holding on to your finances for a rainy day, for, if you've left your line of work, if you've left your job, it's about holding on to your money and not spending it. But for all of you, it's about not spending needlessly at this particular point in time. This has been happening for some of you. It's happened in April, in March, in April. And this is in the past. So for some of you, it's already happened. For some of you, it's a situation that's still around. So it's going to vary for all of you because, of course, your astrological charts are all, timing's different, but it's about being mindful of your spending. You're saving, either saving for something, for a holiday, for a trip, for a house, for a car, saving for something, a big purchase. And for others of you, you're just being mindful and saving your money for a rainy day, for when you might need it. It's not about making big purchases now. It's about holding off for a little bit longer. Okay? Which is really interesting. I really like that. Okay, so let's move along. So all of this sort of churning and reassessment of what's been going on and how you're going to change. You're reinventing yourself, my lovely Taurians. You're reinventing yourself. You're re-looking at your life and how you've lived it and what you want to change and what new things you want to bring in. For some of you, it's causing quite a bit of anxiety. For some of you, it's causing anxiety. This is a card of anxiety. This is a card of sleepless nights. This is a card of worry. Have a look at what it is you're worrying about. Are you worrying needlessly? Are you worrying about the future? Anxiety is a fear of the future. Are you worrying about what the future holds for you? We have no control about that. I've only got control of the now, and it's about now doing and being the best person you can be and allow the future to look after itself, because it's now I'm good, now I'm happy, now I've got a roof over my head, and in the next 5 minutes, now I'm good, now I'm happy, I have a roof over my head. And so that goes on, and that is the future. You're sort of moving along, but you're living in the now. For some of you, I feel like this worry and concern is something you need to talk to people about. You need to discuss, maybe with the person that's maybe causing this, or the situation that's causing it, to talk it over with someone that you trust, sometimes relieves that pressure, relieves that, you release that thing that keeps going around in your head and just getting bigger and bigger and bigger needlessly. So if you're feeling like that, go and talk to someone. Live in the now. Don't worry about the future, because that will unfold. For some of you, it's also about your dream, an active dream life. What's coming up in your dreams? What are you processing that you're not processing in the day, that's coming up through your dreams for you to process, trickling up from your subconscious that you've so efficiently buried in the day? To allow that to come up, review it and look at it and act on it, and then that anxiety and that worry will dissipate. It will move on. So there will be a period in May where you're feeling like this, and just ride through it as best you can. Seek the help that you're needing. Talk to the people that you trust and that are going to help you in that situation. So it's about sharing your load, if you like, rather than trying to contain it within yourself and dealing with it on your own. You're much better off seeking some help, getting help from others. Let's have a look at what's going to be going on in the last part of May. So you've just undergone in the beginning of May this great review, this great, things coming up for you to look at, for you to decide what you're keeping and what you're going to be giving away, what you're getting rid of, what no longer serves you. And that will move you onto, here you've got the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is a card of what are your dreams, what are your ambitions, what are your hopes, what do you want to strive for, what have you been, what is in your heart, what is it that you want to manifest and create, what sort of a lifestyle. Be mindful that you keep it real. Don't allow your imagination to run away with you and build this sort of castles in the air, something that's not achievable. Keep it achievable so that you can achieve it, so that you can see that good things will come. What have you always dreamt about? For some of you, I want you to go back to when you were a child. What is it that you wanted to do? What were your dreams? What were your hopes? What did you want to achieve? We tend to forget that when we get caught up in being adults and being caught up in the everyday. But also keep it real. Keep it real. Follow your dreams and then see how you can create them and manifest them. And that's going to come up in the last part of May for you, the last 2 weeks of May, about looking at what your hopes and your dreams are or were, reconnecting with those and seeing how you can bring them to life, how you can create them, because they're in every aspect of your life, in all areas of your life. But keep it real. Keep it real. Don't let your imagination just, run away with you. And what I'm hearing and what I want to say to you is, don't chase dreams and lose what good things you have in your life now. So be mindful of that. Keep that realistic. Keep your feet on the ground and really look at what it is you're releasing and what you want to bring into your life, and that it is going to be realistic. It is going to be realistic. I want to say, I'm driven to say that for some of you, if you're leaving a relationship because you think the grass is greener on the other side, and you're thinking that a new relationship is going to provide for you everything that this relationship doesn't give you, then really think about it, really review it, because the reality is that that's your imagination, that's what you're creating in this other relationship. So really weigh things out is what I'm hearing. So this must be specific information for someone out there that needs to hear this. So before you hastily make a decision, really think about what you're doing and what you are expecting this other relationship to provide. And is it being realistic? Is it being realistic? So that's interesting. My guides just dropped that in there for you, for whoever needs that. And then you've also got the Two of Swords, which is, this is going to lead to decisions that you're going to have to make. Decisions that you're going to have to make. Decisions that are going to be difficult for you to make. It's also make them when you have all the facts. If you are in doubt about a decision you're going to make, don't make it. Wait till you are certain. Wait till you have all the facts. Wait till you are seeing things realistically. Wait till the blindfold comes off and the decision's going to be a lot easier for you to find that balance, and you'll just know what decision to make. But there is going to be this toing and froing, this turmoil of, I don't know, which decision will I make? If I make this decision, that's what will happen. If I make this decision, that's what will happen. You're not quite sure. So there is a decision for you to make towards the end of May. And that's going to vary for all of you. For some of you, it's work. For some of you, it's a relationship. For some of you, it's a move. It's concerning family. You know, it's going to be different for all of you. But there is decisions there for you to make. Okay? There is decisions there for you to make. Okay. As we go into the last week of May, you're actually, for some of you, if you're changing work or you're wanting a promotion or you're just feeling better about where you are at once you've reviewed it and spoken your truth, there is work there for you. There is money coming in. There is income coming in. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm feeling incredible anxiety, my lovely Taurians. So there is going to be this feeling of anxiety that's coming through if it's not what you're feeling already, because it's come through really strongly for me. I'm really feeling it in my solar plexus. I'm really feeling that anxiety that's coming through. So if it's concerning your finances, then don't, because there's work there for you. There's finance coming in. There is that abundance coming in. There is that easing of finances. So if you're holding on to finances and not spending, that's a wise move. But by the end of May, things are going to start moving for you. Things are going to start moving for you. This is also in matters of the heart. The energy is going to start moving. The energy is going to start moving. Things are going to start happening. Things will happen for you. Things will start to fall into place. So don't fear it, because you're going to start seeing that motion, that movement, and things starting to fall into place due to that review that you had. Getting rid of what doesn't suit you makes room for things that are going to come in for you. Okay, and the final card, absolutely lovely. You've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, you know, this is abundance. This is feeling really good, feeling loved, feeling happy, feeling fulfilled, feeling emotionally content about where you are headed, where you are at, and what you're doing and what you have done. So where there's this sort of reassessment in the beginning of May, by the end of May, you're going to start feeling really good about that, about being able to create the reality you want to create. Be the person that you were meant to be, honoring yourself. So the more work you do in the beginning of May, the more you're going to feel the impact of this card, of the wish card. What do you want? What do you want to create? Your cup runneth over. It's just overflowing with goodness and with love and with happiness and with fulfillment. So the more this is as strong as the amount of work you're going to be putting in the beginning of May. So really do the work, and then you can start reaping the benefits, because you're going to start seeing in the last week of May the energy start moving in your favor. Things are going to start falling into place, and you will think, right, I have made the right decision. I have made the right choice. So I really like that. I really like that. This is quite a nice reading for you, my lovely Taurians, for the start of your birthday year. I'm going to draw a card from the Angels of Abundance card to see how we are going to summarize your reading here. And half the deck fell out. I'm not going to read you half the deck. Okay, let's have a look here. The power of prayer. The power of prayer, the power of desire, the power of determination. Give this situation to God, Source, the universe, for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love and answers are awaiting your prayers, which is this card here. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance you are given in response to your prayers. Okay, and that could come through in your dreams with this card, because that can also depict dreams, active dreams, which is all good things coming to you. I'm going to give you a card for the Goddess Guidance cards from Doreen Virtue. Let's see what guidance you're going to be given from those, because it is your birthday. And let's see, you've got 2. So let's have a look. They were stuck together for a reason. There are no accidents, my lovely Taurians. Segment, be strong. Be strong, which is your strength card. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So that's your strength, and that's your outcome. How fabulous is that? Absolutely fabulous. Then you've got Aphrodite, the inner goddess. The inner goddess. Let's see what message you're given there. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And that's your self-appreciation. That's you looking at what your needs are and honouring the self, which is what we've been talking about in this reading. Self-love. Absolutely fantastic. So I wish you a very, very happy birthday month and a very happy and prosperous beginning to your birthday year, my lovely Taurians. Many blessings to you. If you would like a private reading, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading from there.